Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Alert three, alert three, alert three. Stay open.
On second down, Elliott gets by him, and now a little daylight. Power running by Zeke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 23. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. First down, Mariota. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
You get right, me?
95.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
You go tight. You got tight.
Touch 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now, it's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now left side on the swing pass. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. That one complete to Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Elliott running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 16, Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. It's coming this way. One. Here we go. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Now Mariota on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What? 380!
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Wilson. That'll be complete to Cook. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Catanzaro's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
53, Mike.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. This is caught, it's Cooks. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Green 80.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here it comes.
They go play action now. Wilson. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that's complete to Cooks. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Wilson. And Matthews makes the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a give right side, Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This is Elliott, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning it is Moore. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
14.
He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Coleman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that's Elliott, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd down, Mariota. And this one brought in by Sanu. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here we go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Watch the safety. Turn, 18.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Mariota to throw it. And now here's another interception. It's Dmvboy, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet. jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans. Hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a